Welcome to Vape Reviews. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be talking about the KangerTech Protank 3. Let's take a peek inside the box and see what comes with it, how to disassemble it, how to reassemble it, and go from there. Alright, so inside the box here we have a set of instructions, tells you how to fill it, recommended voltages for the coils, and also a blowout diagram, a product authenticity card, and this corresponds with the scratch off sticker on the side of your box. You can enter the code in at the KangerTech website and it'll tell you if your product is authentic or not. It comes with 2 coils, an Ego beauty ring, and then the tank itself. So there's a beauty ring here for those of you who want to install the Protank on a Ego battery. You would just install this ring on here and it'll give it a nice smooth transition into the tank itself. The coils that are included are 2 ohms each. The tank itself is 510 threaded, so it will fit any 510 threading. So let's go ahead and talk about these coils for a second. If you notice, these coils are a lot bigger than the standard Kanger coil, as they do have dual coils inside. They are stacked vertically in parallel, and they have a flavor wick in between. There's a couple other differences I noticed. This is the standard Kanger coil, and this is the one that comes in the Protank 3. So this is the redesigned coil by Kanger. There is a short shaft that I believe they phased out. People have been complaining about the draw being way too loose on the Protank 3. And one thing I did check out, I have a pick here that has a couple of marks on it. This is a standard Kanger coil. This is actually out of a Protank 2 Mini, and if we just insert it into this hole, you can see that it goes up to that first line. You can still see the second line there, and then this is the Protank 3 coil, and it goes all the way up to that top line. So the bore is quite a bit bigger than the Protank 2. You can also see a machined edge on the Protank 3 head, and this is the Protank 2. That's a rounded terminal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and disassemble this for first use, and all you would have to do if you wanted to just go ahead and try it is remove this bottom portion, the base, and grab a coil and thread it on here. And then from there you would just need to fill your tank in between this chimney right here and the glass. So right in this area you would want to fill. And then screw this base back together and you're ready to go. Let's go ahead and completely disassemble this tank. We'll remove the base first, and the coil, and then we can remove the drip tip, which this one may be a revision. It does feel very snug. And then we can take the top cap, the tank cap, with the chimney off just by unscrewing. And there are O-rings in here that you can remove if you're having trouble getting rid of certain flavors. These tend to hold on to flavors during cleaning. And then we can take our Pyrex tank off. This is also interchangeable with the Protank 2, and then we're left with the tank base. So to reassemble, we would just put the tank back onto the tank base, install the chimney and top cap, snug it up, not too tight, it is glass, and just go ahead and throw this drip tip back on, and then we'll install the coil into the base and install the base onto the bottom of the tank, and we're ready to go. On the website it does say that this has a 2.5 milliliter capacity, so I've already gone ahead and measured out 2.5 milliliters of my all-day vape, and we're going to fill it up and see how much it holds. As you can see here, I have it pre-measured. Needle bottle takes forever. All right. It seems like we might be able to get a little bit more in there, quite a bit more actually. Alright, so we're all filled up. We're going to go ahead and give it a vape. I picked up my Kanger Protank at my local brick and mortar. It was $17.99 before taxes. Alright, so we got the thing back together. We're going to go ahead and give it a couple primer puffs just to get it started. It has been sitting, so it has had time to wick up. That bore is wide open. So KangerTech is recommended anywhere between 3.2 and 6 volts. We're going to start it out at 3.6, just see what it does. A little light, but it is a 70-30. I'm going to go ahead and crank this all the way up. Let's go all the way up to 6 volts and see what it does from there. So right now we're at 6 volts. We're going to give it a whirl. Did you hear that? Okay, so at 6 volts it's not bad, it's warm. It's got good vapor production. I have heard a little bit of gurgling just playing around with it. I haven't experienced any major flooding or any issues that would deter me from buying another one. The coils, it says on the website that they are interchangeable with everything from a Protank 1 to an E-bod. So you should be able to throw a single coil in there if you desire. Alright, so overall I'm going to give the Protank 3 a 4 out of 5 stars. A lot of people have been having issues with theirs, so maybe just a little bit of fiddling, maybe user error, too much pull, too much vacuum. There's so many different factors that could be involved with this, but for me it's working really well. A little bit underperforming on the flavor. I don't know if there's too many wicks or what the case may be there. I'm going to try and fiddle with it myself and see what kind of results I can get out of it. That's been my review on the Kanger Protank 3. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. You don't even know how many cuts I had to take in this video. What else did I need to talk about? Oh, that's my computer. Wow. 70-30 blend, and wow, that thing was really airy. Sorry for getting distracted. The bull. That was the bull. Coin in that one. I don't do tricks. I don't do tricks.